Question number 7, let's get right into it. All right, guys, so we have this table with values of x and values of f of x, and the question is, the function f is defined by a polynomial. Some values of x and f of x are shown on the table above. Which of the following must be a factor of f of x? All right, guys, so here's something, just a quick little review, okay? So if you'll recall, a polynomial is something that has lots of terms of x in it that are to different powers. So it could be something like, x to the third plus x squared plus x, dot, dot, dot. It could be something like, 10x to the 7th, plus 10x to the 6th, dot, 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 right? It could be anything as long as it has multiple values of x that are to a power that is greater than 1, okay? So the biggest question here is, which of the following could be a factor of f of x, okay? And we have some values of x and we have some values of f of x. Now, a lot of you guys might be thinking, what the heck is going on here? How are we going to figure this out? But guys, you have to remember something, okay? They tell us something very important, all right? They give us a value where f of x equals 0. Okay, so right here. So if you'll recall, right, let's say we have some function, right? Let's say it was f of x equals x cubed plus x squared plus x. If we set f of x equal to 0, then we have 0 equals x cubed plus x squared plus x, right? And if we factor all this out, we get x and then x squared plus x plus 1, right? So what this means, guys, is that x, right, if we have two things multiplied together and their product is 0, that means that either x could equal 0 or all of this could equal 0, right? So all of this could equal 0 as well. Now, here's the question. How do we figure out a possible factor here? So the way that you're going to do that is you're basically just going to say, well, I know that if at some point f of x equals 0, right, and this equals some function, I know that if I have a factor, if I have some factor here multiplied by something else, we'll just call it literally something, right? And I know that that equals 0, then the factor, right, it's going to be x plus or minus something, right? And if we have that the value for whenever y is 0, we have that the value of x is 4, we know that this has to be minus 4, right? Because if I have 0 equals x minus 4, I add 4 to both sides, and then I get x equals 4, right? And this has to be true, okay? So what that means is that a possible factor has to be x minus 4. All right, guys, so the answer is going to be C. This one was a little bit tricky. If you have any questions, feel free to comment below, and I'll see you in the next video. Keep going, guys. You're doing great.